Hey guys, Tarzan7 here. Welcome back to another Nexo tutorial video today. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone that's been helping, supporting my channel. The last four videos have all reached over 100 views, and I want to say a big thank you to you guys for helping me reach that. Didn't think it was going to happen, but hey, thank you guys once again. Sorry there hasn't been as much videos. I've been busy with some stuff in life, some server stuff, and just trying to figure out what to actually teach you and how I can teach you. Because the other thing too is I'm still learning as we do this. So there's still a lot of things I can't actually explain that I understand, but I can do it in a way that it will still work for you guys in game, but allow you to still have you guys be able to teach yourselves and just also learn yourself a bit. But for today's video, we're going to be learning how to add in our first furniture. I've been playing off and on for the last couple of days, just trying to figure out how to do it correctly and how to be able to explain it to you. Um, and I noticed it's actually quite easy. There are some stuff in the wiki where I'm a bit like, oh, what does this mean? I'm not too sure. So I've kind of left them out and I'm just going to do what I can. But obviously, Discord is always there. The Nexo's support team is absolutely amazing. They will help you out so much. They will help you out actually a lot more better than I will, but I'll be there to just try to help out in any way I can. But let's not waste any time and let's get into the tutorial. So pretty much today, we're going to be creating, or not creating, we're going to be adding in our own furniture. Now, I assume you guys already created your own furniture. So if you guys have done that, that's awesome. If you haven't, please look up on like block bench tutorials on how to create your own furniture, all that kind of stuff. But so in today's video, we're going to make a lawn stool, and it's actually been made by another designer I had made it for me. So I want to give a shout out to Amon for making this and for allowing me to use it and also share with you guys. So first things first, what we want to do is we want to go to our Nexo items, Nexo defaults, or any type of folder you have in here, and we want to create a new YML. So pretty much for today's video, we're going to call this YML furniture.yml. Make sure to delete the other stuff. Enter yes, please. Cool. So let's open this up. Visual Studios. Yes, please. There we go. Put it on the screen. Here we go. So, obviously, first thing first, we're going to give the item its ID. So, we're going to do lawn, all lowercase, lawn underscore sofa. So, it's not a stool, it's a sofa. My apologies. I thought it's a stool I was doing today, but it's not. um, and after that, we want to, under the W, we want to do item. Oh, that is not underneath the W, that's underneath the N. Item name. So obviously you're going to call this lawn sofa. I actually forgot to do the little thing up there. There we go. Lawn sofa. And I think I'm just going to put it, I want to make it green. I want to name it green. So we'll do that. Cool. Then after that, we want to go for the material. So material is going to be paper. Again, very simple, very easy, just needs paper. It's probably not the best material to use, but you can use any type of material. Then obviously we want to do the pack with a capital P, if I can actually spell today. Pack, so it's a bit hot too today, so bear with me as I try to get through this. So obviously next thing we want to do generate underscore model, and then we want to set this to false. Now, the reason we're doing this as false is obviously if you watch my katana tutorial video, which is episode 4, that explains, why we're doing it false and true. But again, doing this false, it says, hey, resource pack, he's got a JSON file. Can you just generate from that? If you didn't have a JSON file and you have a texture pack, or just a texture instead, then you will go true, and the resource pack go, oh, hey, you've set this as true, and I see you got a texture, so I'll generate that model for you. So again, if you look at my Katana video, it explains a bit more better on why we do it this way. After that, we do model, And we'll come back to this because this is going to be the file path for our JSON. So it's like how you do your texture. So like if you did texture here, you go like item slash whatever the name is. But for model, it's the same thing. It'll be uh, chair, this, and then the item, the name of the item. And then obviously for this video, custom underscore model underscore data. I'm just going to go for the 10,000 range. Doesn't matter what range you go for, but just for today's video, we're going to go for this range. So while this is here, let's go and get the model set up correctly. So, or into our files. So pretty much let's go to our pack, assets, Minecraft, and what we want to do, we'll make a model file. So my lawn sofa, it's like a chair. So the folder is going to be a chair. So I'm going to go new folder, chair, make sure it's lowercase, chair, and then I want to put my JSON file in here. So I have my JSON file, and I realize it's a lawn stool, not a lawn sofa. So let's just quickly fix it up on my end. Sorry about that, guys. So we're going to call this a lawn stool. So that's my mistake. So we've got that in here, and now we need to put the texture file in here. So I'm going to exactly the same chair, and we'll add in our texture. So if I could just quickly go grab this, 1 second, there we go, and go texture. Now, obviously, so that's all done. One thing you want to double check in your JSON file is open it up. So if I open up with, if I can open it with Visual Studios, we want to make sure that the path file is correct. Obviously, my last 4 videos explains, how to. Oh, sorry, not my last video. Not my last 4 videos. My last video, my Katana video, I explained a bit more on why we have this here and making sure we have the correct file path. So obviously that's correct. So our folder is called chair, and the name of the JSON is lawn stool. So lawn stool. Sweet. So we go save. And now we can exit that. And now what we do, actually what you can do actually, your lawn JSON folder, um, just grab this, and we're going to chuck it into our code. Exit that. I'm going to put it here in the model area. So chair slash lawn stool. So what this means, hey, resource pack, my model's in this folder. Can you please take it from here and then bring it into the game? So after we've done that, what we want to do is that we want to allow it to be used in game, be able to place. So what we're going to write up is we're going to write up the mechanics. So underneath pack, so we want to make sure we're lined up underneath this. Mechanics. If I make sure I spelled that correctly. Then underneath that, so just under the C, we want to type in furniture. Make sure you spelled it correctly. And underneath that, we want to do under the R, limited underscore placing. And then we want it to give the model what can it be placed on. So there's only 3 types of placements, which is so we want to write this under the M. So we have roof. So this means anything on a ceiling can be placed up there. Now, but this is a stool. We don't want it on the roof to be placed above us. So we're going to type in false. And then we've got floor. We want this one to be true, so we can place it on the floor. And then we've got wall. I'm just going to go false for this one. You can go true. It's a bit weird, depending on how you want this furniture to be used. Like some people might need it on the wall, just to be able to it's a bit hard to explain, but some with a stool you can kind of put on the wall and not have it on the floor, so it can still float. So you can do like cool things with it and stuff like that. But when you've done that, we save it, and what we're going to do is going to reload it. We're going to load it into the game. So next to Nexo reload all. Oh, this is an old one I was testing. So, and you'll realize that it's actually created a hitbox for us. which is quite good because what it means is that, hey, at least the item actually has a way of breaking. So if we do Nexo inventory, we have our lovely store. There we go. And now, here we go. Now, you might notice one small thing. See how this store isn't actually correctly in my hand? What you also need to make sure you do in Blockbench is correct its hand placement. I actually did this on purpose to show you guys how to do this because some people in the past have actually tried to figure out why it won't place in their hand correctly. So we'll do this very quickly. So go to Lawn Jason and let's open up a Blockbench. And what we want to do is we want to go over to display and on uh, player, third person, what we're going to do is we're going to go bring this down. I'm going to bring this up a bit, make it look like he's holding. Obviously, spend your time to like fix it all up. Obviously, you can rotate it how you really like it. Uh, Even though I'm still like learning some bits, yes, I can do that. There we go. So obviously, make sure you just go for each one so you can see how it looks in your hand, how it looks in people with first person mode, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, like third person stuff, just do that. So you can send third person, do your first persons too, so you can see how it looks when you're holding first person, all that kind of stuff. So if you've done that, go Control S to save it. You can now exit Blockbench, and you should be able just to reload Nexo. Nexo reload all. Oh, there we go. Might just take a moment. And just like that, it gets fixed up. So make sure you just always double check if your JSON file has been set up correctly for display looks. But I thought I did that for you guys so you guys can see how it's done. So we now have our furniture in game and now it works. Now you might notice one small thing. It's got no like hitbox or anything like that. Well, in the code, it's created an interaction type of hitbox. So what the interaction type of hitbox means is that this is like a pass through, so you can go straight through the item. But there are two types of hitbox. So you can have as if we head over to the wiki, we scroll down a bit. So you have two types of hitbox. You can have the barrier, or you can have the interaction hitbox. Now, depending on what your item is, if you're going to use the barrier one, it's good to use the barrier for a block that's this big, not something like this big, because obviously when doing it, what's going to happen is if someone's going to be able to stand on this and they're going to be actually floating. So I'll actually show you what I mean. So if we actually if we change this, so if we change this to, what was it? Block, wasn't it? So we just copy this first line of code is all we need. Control B, barrier, control save, reload the pack. Obviously, when you're doing this, there's going to be a lot of playing around and fiddling till it feels right. If you can't get it right, do ask the support. They will help you. So you see how it's now highlighting a box. So with barriers, they do it as a normal one times one block. And you can't actually change the block size, but it's set to a normal like barrier block. I could be completely wrong as I'm still learning, but so far this is what I've noticed, and I've tried to change, but it hasn't worked. And as I was saying before, if someone jumps on this, they're now floating. So for anything that's like stools or chairs, they're very low or like below block level, I would just go for interaction. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually go back. There we go. So I'm actually allowing my one to be a more of a walkthrough, which is fine. It's not an issue for me. Um, so after that, what we also need to do is we actually want to allow ourselves to be able to sit on this. Because right now, if I right click this, it's not doing anything. I can't sit on it. I can't, yeah, do anything. So the way to do this is, I'm going to put under the limited part. Make sure it's lined up with your L. So it's going to be seats. Boom. Un oh, 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 underscore dash 0,0,0. Now, with the seats, you'll all need to modify it depending on the height of your model and where you want the player to sit. So it will be, again, another bit of playground you'll need to play with. But again, always read the wiki. There are different things on here that will teach you how to do it, all that kind of stuff. So if we now save this, control save, reload the pack. Do, 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 do. So it's interactive, so I can go through it. So it's yeah, the type of block hitbox it is now. And if I right click it, I can now so there we go. Looking good. Looking good. Now obviously you can add sound to a breaking. You can add in a whole bunch more different types of mechanics. But as for today, I'm just showing you how to actually just be able to get it work and how to place it, all that kind of stuff. Another good thing you can do too is please look through Nexo's furniture, but they have a whole bunch already set up and shows you like how block sound, restriction rotation. They have a whole bunch on their own ones. This is also another good type of way to guide you into how to create, place, all that kind of stuff. So one more thing before we finish, and it's actually got a good bit of tutorial right here for us, how to make sure it drops that item. So what you can actually do, be smart, just copy this from the Nexo furniture, Control V, and just change this and make sure this is the exact same as this ID up here. So we grab this, Control copy, Control V, Control save. And just like that, we'll reload the pack. And if I go into game mode survival, place the block, I can now break it and it drops it. Now you also might notice that whatever way I'm standing, it seems to be rotating on that angle. So there is the way to stop that. Um, Actually, I'll show you, which isn't actually a hard thing to do. If I actually remember what the thing was. I think it is the rotatable one. So if we do that, go under furniture, Control B, Control save. If I reload this, I know it's one of the two codes. I've just got to remember which one it is. If I break this, okay, so it's not that one. So it's actually, I think it's a restricted one. If we scroll down here, restricted rotation. So if we just copy this, what this will do is that it will restrict the block from being like placed on a certain angle. Again, I'm still very new to figuring out this too, but hopefully down the line I'll be able to do a lot more better updated videos and explaining how to do this correctly. So now, if I go on a side, yep, there we go. So only place the way you look now. There we go. See, boom, and done. So just like that, easy, simple to add on your own furniture. Um, do feel free to let me know what's the next type of thing you'd like to see. I'm thinking I'm going to add in trees, how to do trees, how to grow them from a sapling. I think that's going to be my next big video, and that video might be a bit of a longer video because of how much stuff there is involved with that. So it might take me a day or a couple of days just to get done, and I will be uploading as soon as I can. I've also done a community post to ask you guys what you guys would like to see from my channel, what content you would like to see, if it's like plugins, gaming, whatever. You guys let me know, and all that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed learning. Hopefully I've been able to teach it in a more of an easier, simpler way. Um, and yeah, so thank you guys for watching. There will be a copy of this in the description below. So if you want to download it, just go to the description. There should be a Google download link for you guys and all that. But besides that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace out.